Hello, fire signs. So this will be for Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. We're going to do an energy reading, and my focus is to tap into the Pisces energy that we have active in the sky. So Venus has moved into the sign of Pisces. Venus rules love, our aesthetics, beauty. Venus is very happy in the sign of Pisces. It's very romantic energy, so it's very lavish and relaxed, and um, just just able to enjoy art, and just viewing everything around us in like a very artistic and loving manner. We also have got Jupiter and Neptune transiting in the sign of Pisces, and they are going to come into a once in a lifetime conjunction in Pisces. The last time that these two have joined together, excuse me, in the sign of Pisces was in the 1500s. So, other than that, it is a 14-year transit. So every 14 years, these two will come together. But again, they're both in Pisces. Neptune, the traditional ruler of Pisces, and Jupiter, the ancient ruler. So it's very spiritual energy. It can cause very watery effects around us, so heavy rains, tidal waves, floods, things of that nature. That could be kind of the more negative aspect. Same with like illnesses, viral illnesses, Neptunian energy, some like wet in your lungs. So I mean, those are kind of like other things to be aware of, but I really want to tap into, I'm really hoping to draw in the positive effects of this energy. It's very spiritual in nature. You could be noticing very divine synchronicities going on around you, psychic downloads of information, like feeling entities around you, especially if you're more intuitive in nature. So, but it's beautiful for love, for romance, for dating, for art, for, meditation. So that's my intention anyways. I just wanted to give you a quick rundown of some of the astrology. This is honestly, we've got a lot going on in the skies right now, but I really just wanted to draw into this beautiful Pisces energy, especially with the Jupiter Neptune conjunction that will be exact on the 12th. So and not only that, Venus is moving through Pisces, so Venus will make a conjunction with Jupiter, our two most benefic planets. I mean, these two joining together, that's glorious. And then Venus will also make a connection to Neptune, which is, I mean, when you're speaking of higher level romances and soulmate situations, like that's where it's at. So it's my intention. This is what I'd like to draw in. I'm going to start with the sign of Aries. So Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Oh, wow, already the Ten of Swords fell out of the deck. I'm going to put him back, and we'll draw in just a second. But what I wanted to say is, if it resonates, take it. If it does not, look to your other placements. Ten of Swords just flew out of the deck. We'll see if that comes back out. But that's kind of heavy. All right. Okay, the Page of Pentacles for your current energy. Okay, crossing this, the King of Pentacles. So Aries, this is Earth sign energy, Virgo, Taurus, and Capricorn. So some of you have got strong Earth in your charts. Otherwise, this could be someone around you that is strong Earth sign energy as well. But this is finances. This is work, tangible things that you can reach out and manipulate here. Money. Okay, this is coming to the forefront here for Aries. Heavy on your mind. You could be needing to be very responsible at this time. The cards are all flying out of the deck here for you. The Eight of Wands. Excuse me. So lots of plans out in motion. You could be very busy right now. You could be, like busy sending emails out, having information come in, making plans of sorts, really getting some plans up off the ground. Past energy. the Three of Swords and the Six of Pentacles. So, maybe you didn't really feel, look at all this earth energy we have coming through. You could have felt very blocked, very disappointed in the past, like feeling like maybe things are never really going to go my way. Maybe I'm just always going to be broke. Something like that. But luckily that's past energy. It does seem like something has definitely shifted, and you're starting to see positive results. You might have had somebody come in to really help you as well. Alright, moving towards the future. The star and the moon. Ooh, look at that. That's pretty cosmic energy. The star and the moon. It's Aquarius energy and Pisces energy, which is fascinating. We have very strong Aquarius energy active in the skies. We just had Mars and Saturn make a pretty harsh conjunction in the sign of Aquarius. Having Saturn move through Aquarius is, that alone is like work and responsibilities and okay, so basically the way that I feel kind of the overall energies that are at play, we've got heavy Aries energy, which is the beginning of the zodiac. The sun is in Aries, Mercury is in Aries. We just had a new moon that I'm just getting over a cold, so I sound really stuffy still. But we just had a new moon in Aries with on Chiron, which is our wounded healer. So really bringing up a lot of our wounds. Okay, so you might be moving through some stuff right now. It's really triggering you to kind of get your shit together. For some of you, you know what I mean. Like maybe you've been just kind of, feeling kind of, I don't know. It's your season, Aries. Why is everything so dang heavy during Aries season? And well, that's because of all the other energies that are at play. Heavy Aquarius energy, heavy Pisces energy. There are still things that we are not done wrapping up. Although, yes, we are trying to, pull things forward. We have all planets in direct motion. We really have a lot of energy underneath us to really get things moving. So, and I can resonate. My moon is in Aries, so I can resonate. It's like, why do I feel so bogged down? This is our season. Why aren't things just moving? It's because we've had to kind of heal a layer of shit. But anyways, I don't want to do too much astrology. I can't help it sometimes. Things are really going in a positive direction. There are still things that are being uncovered. You really need to remain hopeful and keep putting positive intentions out there. If you have to take it a day at a time, that's fine, but always have your big picture in mind of what you'd like this outcome to look like. All right, so at the roots, the Knight of Swords, air sign energy, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. So I do feel like there's a lot of action happening around you. A lot of information, moving hands, swirling around. It could be a bit overwhelming, especially we have the moon here as well, which could create a sense of confusion. There's a lot happening right now, almost too much. Luckily, we have this very grounded energy here at the center of your reading. That's good. Alrighty. Excuse me. The choices you are making and how they are affecting you. The Knight of Wands. So, fire energy, Aries-Leo-Sagittarius. So 2 knights. It's very quick, very fast-moving, chaotic almost. How are you doing with all of this quick movement is the question. Are you chaotic in this? Or do you have it under control? Do you have everything moving towards your goals? If yes, great. Then keep moving steadfast and keep going. If, however, you feel like nothing's in control, there's too much uncertainty, too much chaos, you got to slow down. Okay, so take that as it resonates. That's gonna, it's a general reading. How are you being viewed by others? Page of Cups. 3, 4, 5 court cards present in this reading. Court cards often represent people. So this is water energy, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. But it's very sweet, very loving, very like, if you're involved in like a group project, perhaps people are probably looking to you right now to kind of be, you could be playing a very important role in this. Okay, so if it's like you're getting business projects up off the ground and you're dealing in group settings, people could be looking to you for a lot right now. Aries is boss energy. It's the Emperor in the Tarot, which is like the leader. It's boss energy. A very like a grounded Aries is awesome to work with. Very opposite. If an ungrounded Aries, it's like, I can't keep up. You're too chaotic. Slow down. So interesting. But the overall feeling that I'm getting though is like people are kind of, there's like a softness here, how others are viewing you. If you have, too much coming through. If there's somebody that like owes you an apology, you could probably expect that. Your hopes and your fears. Hopes and fears for Aries. The Empress. Venus energy. Venus moving through Pisces. That's goddess energy, the divine feminine. So she's the counterpart to the Emperor. Okay? As I was just speaking about the Emperor being, Aries energy. This is the counterpart. Can you stay in your softness? Let me see how. Well, I'm going to pull clarifiers. The outcome. Show me the outcome of the situation for Aries. 7 of Swords, Queen of Cups, 9 of Swords at the bottom of the deck. So, listen. Are you acting out of integrity? Okay. If you're an Aries who just wants to like get their way, be cautious of that. Okay, you're very powerful and influential, but at what cost? Okay, so I don't know, this isn't a message for everybody, but be cautious of how you're leading. Make sure, you're treating everybody with integrity. And this could be very much vice versa, okay? Because I kind of get like a group. I get a group here. Could be friends, could be work, family, I don't know. It could be a lot of things, okay? But where in this situation is there, like, I almost feel bullying, hopefully it's not your energy. Doesn't have to be, of course. Let's see. 9 of Swords at the bottom of the deck, which is worries and anxieties and sleepless nights. So, I mean, it's like there's a tinge of, oh man, this feels chaotic to me. I don't even know where to begin. I'm going to pause and blow my nose just 1 second. All right. So let's get into some clarification here for Aries. We have here the Page of Pentacles and the King of Pentacles at the center of your reading for your current circumstances, which is possibly some help coming in for you. Okay, maybe you were like feeling very alone, very, like vulnerable, kind of worried, not sure how you're going to make things happen, but there seems to be like an influence coming in to help you, perhaps. All right, so let's clarify this page in King of Pentacles. The Knight of Wands, so we have Knight of Wands twice, fire energy. Again, gosh, it's getting dark. So, again, like, this is happening fast. Okay, it's a bit of a whirlwind. The Star here again, Aquarius energy. So, there's a lot of hope for this situation. The Star's always been my favorite card. Ever since I was a little girl. I love this card. It's just wishing upon a star, remaining hopeful and vulnerable. Like there's like a vulnerable energy that's coming through. Like something that's kind of popping through here is like possibly, you could have had childhood wounds like triggered. And like a feeling of like not feeling safe, perhaps, for some of you. It's just kind of coming through. But it's like an always, even when, when you're a child, you tend to, even like through like the harshest of circumstances, like a child always tends to see the positive in everything, for the most sense. So there's something, Aries is the child of the zodiac. It's the very first sign. So they're like the infants of the zodiac, like you kind of got a baby. Aries are big babies. They truly are. And I mean, my moon is in Aries, so we need to be nurtured and held. And think of a child when they don't get their way. They're a bit chaotic. They throw fits, but they never stay upset. It's like that kind of an energy. And I just see this is very much your energy. Let's see here. Heavy on your mind with the Eight of Wands. The Tower, Mars energy. Mars is the ruler of Aries. I mean, what is happening? It feels like that. This feels messy. I don't know what's going on. Like, I can't even sort through it at this moment. Mars energy, the Tower comes in. Unexpected news arrives. Okay? And you're just trying to pick up the pieces? Or... I mean, I hate seeing the Tower in the mental. When it's what's on your mind. That's not comfortable. It's not like, there's a lot of stress, worry, and anxiety, I'm afraid, popping through here. I mean, there's wounds being triggered from the past. Unfortunate news. You could have really suffered a loss of some sort. And you're just trying to, like, sort this all out. Like, what on earth is even happening? All right, at the roots here, in the subconscious, we have the Knight of Swords, the Chariot, Cancer energy. So there's so much moving around you right now. Like, it's like creating a dust cloud. It's it's, you know, especially with the moon here, because the moon will cloud everything over. Um, how is this all going to settle? You know? You had to move from somewhere. You absolutely couldn't, like, stay where you were at. There had to be movement. Could it be there's been a moment of procrastination? And now it's like, well, that's done. Now it's time to figure this out. And it's like, I need to, I don't know. I mean, for someone out there, there could be like a whole slew of people coming to help you move, literally move. Like, um, you know, your house sold. And it's from up from underneath you, and you just like, although you kind of had like an inkling that it was possible, now all of a sudden it's here, and you're like, oh my god, what do we do? And then people come in to help you. Okay. The choices you're making and how they are affecting you at this time. You have the Knight of Wands. Justice. So I kind of pick up, I mean, the sense that, you know, you're kind of needing to make things right in a situation that you might have created. I'm sorry, I don't know, it's just kind of coming through that way, okay? But you are, though. You're seeking balance, you're seeking, you know, you're like, I want to make this all right. You're just like, there's a knight on a horse, you know, riding in. I mean, but you are seeking for balance. You really are. Whew. Moving towards the future, we have the star and the moon, Queen of Wands. I mean, what's coming through, and this reading feels harsh, and I'm sorry, I can't help that, okay? I send this in love, I truly do, but I feel as though there's like a needing to rise, you know, get up out of these knights. These knights are not dependable. They're quick moving, they're in and out, especially these three, or well, these two, I should say, the Knight of Wands and the Knight of Swords. They're quick, they're in and out, they're not dependable, you know, they're here to just deliver something and then move on. I mean, they're here for a good time, not for a long time. They tend to be chaotic. Now with the Queen of Wands here, it's kind of asking you to take control here of the situation. All right? And don't participate, because we have the Queen of Wands up here as well. Rise up above any dramas. Do not participate in them whatsoever. If you have created the dramas, you may need to make an apology. If others have created the dramas, they may need to make an apology. Some peace needs to be made within a chaotic situation. And that's going to, in order to do that, you really have to pull, see it for a higher, see the higher level here with the star. I mean, you really got to pull for it. You got to reach for it. You got to rise. Even if you can't see the outcome just yet, you got to like kind of almost like slow down, pause in the midst of chaos, focus. All right. How others are viewing you. We've got the Wheel of Fortune and the Two of Wands. So it is time, whatever it is that's whatever it is, you had to leave it behind. Interesting the Two of Wands, this figure, right? He's got the world at his fingertips. He's looking abroad. All of the opportunities out there. He can take these opportunities and run with it, or he can stay here. He's got one wand staved into this tower, right? This, where he's standing on. There's a choice here. Stay or go. And usually with this energy, it's usually always pointing to go. It really truly is. The thing is, and I think there's been a procrastination. You've stayed put for too long. Here is the tower. Here's the, this is the major arcana. Here in the minor arcana, we see this figure standing on this tower. Okay? So as you can see, as you move through the tarot, what happens is this tower will fall. It is not meant to stay built. It's built on faulty ground. It was never supposed to be here. At some point, the tower will fall. So, I mean, again, Aries, I keep pulling through a similar energy that this is a situation that you kind of have brought forth. It was going to happen one way or another eventually. I feel, though, it's like maybe you just were like not taking the situation too seriously. And now it's here. Okay, it's here. It's happening. And now clean up. That's what I'm seeing. But again, everything for the highest good, right? I mean, the situation that you're in currently during this time could be a bit, that's the thing, that's the energy that we're in right now. Like with the Aries energy, the beginning of the zodiac, yes, it's like a fresh beginning, but there's so much tied into like taking care of things from their past, things that need to die, things that need to end. That's Pisces energy, especially the end of Pisces. We have the Jupiter-Neptune conjunction happening at 27 degrees of Pisces. That is almost the very end of the whole zodiac. Okay, so 29 degrees is the very last degree of the entire zodiac. Okay, so we're really getting towards the end. So it's really bringing it all up. All for our highest good. We can't exactly pull through to the new while we're still attached to the old. And the old wasn't, it was like, I don't know, honestly, take it as it resonates. I don't really know. I don't know. I can't pinpoint it. It's not necessarily resonating with myself, so I can't exactly pinpoint on what aspect of your life this is affecting, okay? Some of you, it's a really bad habit that you need to change. You drink too much, you smoke too much, you swear too much, you party too much, you're procrastinating turning your assignments in. You are procrastinating deadlines at work. You are staying with somebody who is not doing right by you at all, okay? It's so take it as it resonates, okay? Your hopes and your fears are the Empress. Again, I really enjoy when I do sit-down personal readings. We have a conversation, and that's always nice. When I do readings like this, I'm like, I don't know what the hell I'm talking about. I hope it resonates. So, your hopes and your fears, we have the Empress, the King of Cups. So, can you depend on someone? I see somebody, I see like somebody kind of coming through to offer you some help, and there's a blessing here. There you got like an angel in your midst. I hope you know that. You do. Find that. Who do you resonate with that? Go with that. Let them help you. I also feel like there's other people around you that, are not, you know what I mean? Like maybe you have like a group of friends that you're running around with that is like, they're not healthy. You get someone trying to pull you. Just like, help you see like your highest potential. That there's someone in your vicinity. That's who you need to like, whoever that is, whatever that is, I don't know. Follow that. Your outcome, we have the Seven of Swords and the Queen of Wands. So again, I kind of see you rising above, you're rising above something here. The Fool, the Two of Swords at the bottom. So it's like, it's Uranus energy. Okay, I'll get to that. There's a lot of uncertainty again with all of this energy. It's like you can't quite see anything clearly. It's just there's too much happening at once. It feels very chaotic. But the thing is like this too shall pass, okay? This too shall pass, and I like the Fool here in the outcome. All right, it's the very first card of the major arcana of the tarot. I mean, it's like, okay, yeah, kind of trusting energy. Where's this leap here? What is going on? Seven of Swords is deceptive energy, okay? And we don't want this energy around us. We don't, okay? This could be you or someone close to you that's just being dishonest. What is it? You know what else it could be? Okay, so here's a storyline that's coming through. Some of you did leave a really bad situation. You did. You left like a home or a group of people, but some of your belongings were there or something. And you got to go get them. You have help coming in to help you. Go get them. And you know what else, though? If, say, this is a situation where it's like you're trying to recover your property, is it that important? Is it truly that important? Or can you start over? What time is it? Okay, we're good. Whew, okay, so I feel as though we're finally like starting to pull, making some sense of this. So I have to pick my kids up from the bus stop in a minute. I'm going to pull a final card here to wrap this reading up, try to make us some sense of it. But again, in the end result though, I feel like you're going to be like, just never mind with it all. You're trying to recover something. Is it worth it? I don't know. Fresh start, new beginnings. Let it go. Leave it beyond. You can create more. You can get more. Aries, this is kind of a tough reading. It's kind of, but this has to resolve. This has to resolve. You could no longer continue to participate in whatever it is. Okay? Empty well. Time to replenish. Yes. Yes. There's nothing more here. Nothing more. This situation is done. Okay, empty well. Nothing here. Time to replenish. Diminishing yourself for another. The empty well reveals that there is nothing for you here. The well is dry, and the desert is encroaching on your once fertile garden. It is time to face this harsh reality and move on. Give gratitude and thanks for the abundance you have experienced, and let Spirit guide you to your next destination. This might mean saying goodbye to someone or something, or insisting on changing the rules of the game. Stop diminishing yourself for the sake of another. Making yourself small will not produce the results you want. There is a lack of reciprocity and give and take. The empty well tells you that it is time to reclaim what is yours and return what does not belong to you. The shadows cast in your direction are not of your making. You do not need to react or respond to them, as they are not real. Simply shine your light upon them and see how it dispels them. These shadows are projections that you are confusing for reality. You may have been offered a shovel to help you dig yourself out of an uncomfortable situation, a bucket to drink from the well, but you cannot dig yourself out of this hole, and remember that there is no water to be found in that well. Receive the empty well as a gift. Do not exert your energy and waste your resources by repairing the walls or mending the rope. Follow the watercourse way, the aquifers that run deep in the earth, and you will be led to a new spring oasis. You can find these underground streams, these rich natural resources in the subterranean depths of your own heart, and that's beautiful. because that's the star. That's that Aquarian energy. That's what this is. Okay, you gotta find your way out. And that's what the star is asking you to do. Okay, follow the way. There's a blessing here, whether it be someone coming in or you're just waking up to this within yourself. Whatever situation it is, though, it's done. And it's over. And this too shall pass, okay? I'm sending you lots of love, Aries. This feels very uncomfortable, and although 100% necessary, okay? So I'm going to leave it at that for Aries. Hi, Leo. We are going to do a little check-in with the Leo energies, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Take it if it resonates. Leave it if it doesn't. Check your other placements, and let's get started. So for Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. I've already shuffled pretty well, so I'm just going to jump right into it. What messages need to come through for Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs during this time? Current energy. Current energy for Leo. The Six of Swords and the Magician. So, moving on from something. It's crossing this. Seven of Wands. So, you know, the way that this is coming through right off the bat is, you're creating, you are choosing to create a new situation. This could be like a troublesome situation, and you're like, I need to create some magic from this, and poof, disappear, kind of. Heavy on your mind. Sorry it's so dark. Get a better light right in here. I'm in my room. Alright, so heavy on your mind. Three of Cups. This is a celebration. The first thing that popped through to my mind was a ghosting. Like just going ghost. I'm like a bunch of people. Oh my god, okay. So this is just the initial thing that's coming through was Leo flirted themselves into a couple situations, and now you're like, oh, I gotta get out of here. So that's for somebody, not for everybody, okay? But the Three of Cups is a card of celebrations. You just want to have a good time. So let's see, past energy. Page of Swords. Alright, moving towards the future. Moving towards the future. The Well. So there's really kind of almost a maturing, I'm seeing. Not participating in any dramas. If you got yourself into a little bit of a trouble, then you're like, oh, I need to find a solution here. You could have more than one love interest for some of you. Okay, so at the roots here, the subconscious. Six of Wands, that's Leo energy, that is your energy. Success, wanting to just emerge successful. Oh, Leo, I'll wait, and I'm going to draw the whole spread and see what comes through. The choices that you're making, how are they affecting you? Page of Cups. Gosh, I'm sorry. Oh, Lordy. It's just I've got some player-like energy pulling through. I I just don't know at this moment. Let me keep pulling. All right, what are your hopes and your fears? Oh, oh, Leo. I'm sorry, hold on. You're gonna get caught. You got too many people here. Okay, so if this isn't your reading, just, check your other placements. Ay, ay, ay. Okay. Or did I say your hopes and your fears? I did. That's how you're being viewed by others. This is your hopes and your fears. I'm sure, but the thing is I said hopes and fears with how you're being viewed by others, which is, oh crap, I have to pause this for just a second. Okay, so, your hopes and your fears are if you're basically, found out. So, I mean, I am not here to judge anybody or anything whatsoever. Again, I really feel like I'm only talking to like a select, couple of people even maybe. Excuse me. This could be in love. You could be entertaining too many people. You could be, oh lordy, okay, what's the outcome? What's the outcome for Leo? Outcome of this situation. Queen of Swords, Star at the bottom of the deck. It's Aquarius energy. Some of you got Aquarius in your chart. I'm not sure you're trying to be like malicious or anything, I just feel as though you've created some turbulence and now you're like trying to run from it. Just magically disappear from a situation that you might have actually created, okay? And there may be others involved and you just want to like come out on top and be liked by everybody. I'm kind of seeing a big ego for this Leo energy here, okay? And Leo is very they love to be adored and seen and Leos, I love Leo energy. I have lots of Leo in my personal chart. My Venus, my Mars, my midheaven are all in Leo, so it doesn't resonate with me. I've only got one man in my life, so I can't say I'm participating in this Leo energy, but here I see a Leo. Gosh, and all right, let me see if it'll come through in another way besides just like love. And again, check your other placements. This is not for everybody. So if you like only know your sun sign and you're like, well, I'm a Leo and I'm not cheating, well, look up your chart and look at your other placements, okay? Because this is for specific. Like I see. And I'm going to pull clarifiers here, but I just see kind of like, whoops, what you get yourself into there, Leo. Didn't think that those two were going to connect and have a conversation, did you? But, oh, they did. Something like that. Alrighty, so for your current energy, Six of Swords and the Magician. And usually the Magician is Mercury energy. He's the master manifester. He creates whatever he wants. And just the way that it's coming out is like, there's a situation here that you did create and you kind of just want to like, oh, let me get out of this, but it's not that simple. Maybe this is stuff from the past coming back to bite you in the ass, but Now we have the Seven of Cups in the mix. There's too many options on the table. Okay? It's like, well, I like this about this person, but not that. And this other person, I like these qualities, but not that. So, I think I'll just talk to them both because they both fulfill a certain need, even though they both individually don't fulfill all the needs. Something along those lines, okay? Leo, and it's okay. We'll talk through this. Maybe we'll talk through this. Crossing this energy. The Magician again. So we've pulled the Magician twice. Mercury energy. He's the Master Manifester, as you can see, but he's the Trickster. Mercury the Trickster as well. Okay, so I'm pulling more of that energy than anything else. What are you going to do with this situation? What are you going to do? What's your next move? Again, it's like, well, I guess I'll just ghost everybody because I'm selfish. I'm sorry, but I'm going to just say it. Ghosting is the most selfish thing you could do, okay? Just be honest. You might piss somebody off. Yes, you're going to hurt some feelings, and they might be really upset with you. But I can guarantee that in the long run, they'll be over it way quicker. If you ghost somebody, you are creating like a whole karmic link. All those unsaid words, they don't just disappear. They fester, and now you've got karma. So that's kind of why I touched on maybe this is a situation from the past that's coming back around to bite you in the ass. Karma could be replayed back onto you. Okay, so if you've in the past gotten yourself in situations like this and now you're trying to almost make amends, just know you've created karma. So my suggestion is if you're in a situation now and you're creating all of this and you have the option now, well, I could just ghost and run. You're not out of it, okay? That's going to come around. It's going to bite you in the ass. So I'm just going to leave that on you. So what are you going to do? We've got the Three of Cups heavy on your mind, which not always represents third-party situations, but a lot of times it does. There's one too many people here. There are 3 ladies in this picture. That's, two too many. But it does represent, 2 people would be a couple. 3 is a crowd. So that's kind of what I'm seeing here. I mean, I feel like I'm talking to somebody specific, okay? Heavy on your mind. Oh, for the love of God. Who am I going to choose? Oh, I don't know. Oh, for God's sakes, Leo. Jeez, oh, Pete. I'm sorry. And it's I can't say I've never been in a situation oh, no. I mean, I'm not judging. I'm not. We all get ourselves in situations and nobody is perfect, and I'm not saying that whoever I'm talking to is has ill intentions to hurt people or anything like that. I don't necessarily see that. I don't, but you've created a situation. You're in a love triangle. You don't know who to choose or what to do, and now you're just thinking of blocking your heart off, putting on that blindfold, blocking your heart, not making a choice at all. You don't know what to do, so you make no choice. You freeze. It's like you're trying to disappear from this. I feel like I'm chastising you, and I don't mean to. I'm just reading the cards. Past energy, the Page of Swords. So, the thing is your past energy is the Page of Swords. The choices you're making and how they are affecting you. We have the Page of Cups. So, pages can represent a younger person. They represent communications. How I'm feeling in this instance is you said some things and you didn't, it's you said them out of innocence because it was in the moment, you may have felt it, but there's no commitment. There's nothing behind it that's long-standing. Like, you could have just been saying what somebody wanted to hear. Maybe even in your mind, it's like you were, in that moment, like you could be on a dating site and talking to like several women or men, okay, vice versa, talking to several people, and then it's like, you could literally be dating two people, all right? I mean, you could be like having relations with two, three people. I don't know. Hey, you do you, as long as the other parties involved are aware, because it's otherwise it's unfair. You really gotta let people meet you where it's at. Because I'm just gonna be brutally honest. If this is a situation where you're just trying to get your needs met, and it's like one person has one thing about them that you enjoy, and another person has something about them that you enjoy, and you don't really want to lose either people, but you don't really want to keep either person, so you just kind of like say the things, and you make the motions, and you do the things, and you show up, and you're inconsistent though. You might get found out. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Past energy here with the Page of Swords. If you haven't been found out, I mean, right, past energy. Which is probably what's happening. Page of Swords. Oh, for the love of God, this reading, it's kind of making me laugh. The Devil. This is Capricorn energy. Alright. Oh, for God's sakes. Oh, Lordy. So, this is just not good energy. Oh, for God's sakes. You know what you're doing. And I want to be like, well, maybe it's vice versa. And sure, maybe it could be vice versa. A lot of times you can cross-watch and, and like the other energy will come through and, it's you're on the receiving end of this. Sure, absolutely. It could be vice versa. But in this situation, this is not good. What did you do? It's like there's like a, like animalistic, like, it's like, God, I just, it's like you could be like, the sex could be great. You could be, communicating like really like openly, animalistic type stuff. Your deepest, darkest desires. You could be fulfilling that here. You created this situation though, and there's toxicity involved. Sorry. Alright, so the Six of Wands at the roots here. Six of Wands at the roots in the subconscious. Ace of Pentacles. So it's like, did you make too many promises? You just want to come out looking good. This is your energy, Leo, with the Six of Wands, okay? You can see the beautiful hair on the man and the horse. Like, that's Leo energy. And usually, this is public acclaim. Like, the public is like, wow, look at what a wonderful person this is. And, it's like, so, the ego's coming through hardcore, okay? And Leo can be egotistical. No offense, Leo, I love you. Again, I have lots of Leo in my chart as well. So, but it's true. And that's not to say not, this is like the more, I'm talking to a Leo who is playing in their more negative energies. Leo is beautiful. They truly are. They're loyal, they're loving, they're fun to be around, they're wonderful, bright, warm energies. But when Leo is in ego, they can be very destructive. I feel as though you've put too many offers out there. You know what I mean? You said the things that you said and you created. Now you got like, and it just, maybe, it wasn't like supposed, it could even be like dating sites. You're on a dating site. You're talking to lots of people. Yes. You've started to develop like an emotional or like even a physical connection, but it's not based off of love. It's based off of something else. And, you're just trying to get your needs met. And truly, you're not looking for love. You're just kind of playing. And now you're like, whoop, I'm over that. But now there's somebody else has feelings involved. And now, you know, you've created something here. I hope that it's not a baby you've created. Because we have the Ace of Wands, Ace of Pentacles. That's baby making to me, one of the combinations. So hopefully that's not it. Okay, could be for somebody. In that situation, you better not run. You better do the right thing. Okay. I think you've put too many offers out, though. And now you're in a situation. How others are viewing you is Seven of Swords, which is scandalous. Others are viewing you. You're caught. You're not getting away with this. You're caught. Okay. Ugh, that's too many cards. I'll take them. There's another ace. The Ace of Swords. You put yourself out there. The Four of Wands and the Ten of Cups are like marriage cards. So I feel as though I think you've made empty promises. You've made empty promises. You had somebody's hopes up for like, oh my God, I think like I could really see myself with this person. And then so somebody else might have like went to an intuitive, because I forgot to pull on that future card again. Somebody could have went to a reader, and that's how you could have gotten busted. You know what I mean? Like, look at what I'm digging up. You know what I mean? It's totally possible. Somebody could be spying on a Leo. Ooh, you could be spying on your Leo partner right now and be like, oh, that, I knew it. So, what does it say? Hopefully I'm not losing this. Now my internet's acting up. Okay, so show me please the future. We have the Well, which is another reason why we've got the High Priestess in the Well here, which kind of gives me that indication that there's some like intuitive information coming through. I wouldn't be shocked if somebody was spying on their Leo and watching this, and I'm like, ooh, I'm spilling the dirt, I'm spilling the beans, they're in big trouble. All right, so the Well, Two of Wands. You're out of here. You're done. Leo's like, oh, I've created a mess. I gotta get out of here. Okay. Your hopes and your fears. There's your energy with the Strength card. We got the Nine of Swords. Nine of Wands, Nine of Swords, and the Strength card. Oh, Leo. Golly. Oh, sleepless nights. You know, I mean, you probably got a major headache on your hands right now. How can you make this right? Can you fix this? If this is a situation that it's been like a lot of time has passed, you know, and you want to try to make amends, or even just like offer up like, you know, I'm sorry that this all happened the way that it did, and or whatever, you know, it might be okay. You might be able to like offer that. I'd suggest waiting for the right time, or you might get scratched up a little bit. I feel like I'm talking to someone very specific. I really do. So, yeah. The thing is, though, it's like I already said, this karma's created. You're not going to outrun it. You can't just poof, magically make this disappear. You've created karma. If I were you, I would really dig deep and ask yourself, how can I, you know, how can I fix this? And I almost get the sense like there's too much like, if you're in a situation where people are really angry with you, you're going to have to wait for that to simmer down before you kind of offer in, like, oh, my apologies, I shouldn't have acted in that way. I should have done this, or I should have been honest. It's got to be the right time, though. I'm not sure that at this moment it is the right time. People are upset with you. I almost feel like conversations happening, like between, like, you got caught and, you know, there's like two people having a conversation about you. I've done that with my ex. I've done it more than once with him. You know, reached out and talked to several of his exes or other women, like, he was cheating on me with or whatever, and had a full-on conversation, you know. And that's kind of what I'm feeling here. Okay, outcome, Queen of Swords. Queen of Swords. Knight of Pentacles. Here's that Six of Wands again. So, you know, the thing is, it's like, okay, give it a little bit of time. You can regain your reputation, you know. Focus on you. Cut yourself off from the bullshit and focus on you. You know, that's going to be the outcome. You should probably just be single. Just saying. That's this energy. It's Virgo energy. But this is somebody independent. Okay? Queen of Swords is a divorcee. No nonsense. No bullshit. Super straight up and to the point. Okay. So this situation, like, you know, all situations will pass. So let's see. I'm going to draw a card to wrap this up. I mean, honestly, I feel as though you're like, I don't know what to do. Like, how do I handle myself? I don't even want to be seen or looked at, or, you know, you don't want, there's like a lot of shitty energy being projected your way. I just, you know, this feels sticky and difficult. You can't have your cake and eat it too type of a situation. Right? You might be, again, so for some of you, this is something that has already happened in the past, and, you know, you're like wanting to, like, offer up, like, I'm sorry, can we maybe talk again? I've really changed and come a long way, and, you know, if you're trying to reconnect with somebody that you played like that, I don't see it. You know, maybe it's a good idea to go ahead and offer, like, you know, I shouldn't have done that. My bad. That was shitty of me. But I don't see it coming together again. But you might clear up some of that karma, which would be nice, you know, for both of you, especially if you ghosted, because that's shitty. I've been ghosted. Pissed me off by a Leo at that. Interesting. Anyways, like, that was a long time ago. I don't even care anymore. But I know how it feels, and most people know what it feels like to be ghosted. Just out of nowhere, just nothing. No communication, no explanation. You know what I mean? That is painful. And it's like, well, don't do that to somebody. You know what I mean? Because you might think you're outrunning something or bypassing something. You're creating a lot of bad karma. So I'm just being honest. So, you know, I'm just being honest with you and just reading the cards and sharing personal experiences. To each their own. No, I don't see you like a bad person. I don't think that. I'm not viewing this as like a bad person. Okay, so I hope that you know, maybe you need to even just, yes? Yes, baby? Honey, I don't know why it's doing that. Just give it a minute. Remember it did this last night? It did this yesterday. Just give it a minute, baby. I don't know. I'll be out in a minute. Okay, so one final card, please, to wrap this up. Feast of Plenty. Choices and their consequences. Oh, my God. Oh, man. I've never drew this card, actually. But it sure does It sounds like it's going to resonate with what we're talking about. See, there's hopefully not too much of a glare here. Okay, feast of plenty, options, choices and their consequences, life's blessings. A great feast is laid out before you and requires you to choose what will satisfy your hunger, something new and unconventional with its potential for bitter or savory qualities, or something you already know and love. You are faced with a plethora of options right now, and while that may seem to be an extraordinary thing, too many choices can throw you off balance. You might be worried that once you commit, you won't be able to turn back or refuse to confront the consequences of that decision. The most important thing to realize is that the feast is offering you experience. No amount of overanalyzing or strategizing will help you make the right choice now. Don't debate the right or wrongness, instead just choose. And the choosing is the seed of experience, and that is what is necessary now. Sour, bitter, sweet, savory. What matters is relishing the experience until you digest all that your choice is offering you right now. Only one warning: avoid the same choice if it keeps you hungry. If something didn't feel good or does not bring you what it seemingly promised, do not choose that again. The experience will only repeat itself, and you will have more than a bad taste in your mouth. The feast is yours to enjoy. You can always go back for more when you're hungry again, for life's blessings are ever available to you and calling your name. Okay, yeah, totally. Listen, that's not to say like in the future you're screwed or anything, or you're going to constantly repeat this crap. You know, you can end this cycle. You can just, I don't know, Leo. All right, I'm going to leave it at that, Leo, okay? Good luck here. All right, Sagittarius. This will be for you. So, Sag, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. Already shuffled, so I'm going to get right into this. All right, current energy for Sagittarius. If it resonates, take it. If not, it's not your story. Look up your other placements. So current energy for Sagittarius, please. Six of Swords and the Hanged Man. All right. Slow process. Well, positive, yes, but, you know, this wasn't something that was going to happen overnight. Let's see, crossing this. The Hermit and the Five of Wands. You really had to separate yourself from something, you know. You know, you had to move yourself from an environment that was not healthy for you. Shut down for a little while. You know, there's definitely an energy of like, you know, especially with the Hermit and the Hangman here, like this is very withdrawn and, you know, quiet. I mean, you're probably traumatized over something. You know what I mean? And it's like a healing process that does not happen overnight. You know, it was like some type of a battle. Heavy on your mind. King of Pentacles, so this is Earth sign energy. Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. It's about being stable, grounded and stable and reliable. Okay, so that's what's heavy on your mind. You do have some pretty strong earth energy coming through, which is good. Some of you have got heavy earth in your charts, which is always good. For fire energy, you know, my chart, I'm fire dominant. I mean, I have, I think, 3 placements, maybe more than that. I'm sure there's more than that, but like everything's fire. If I didn't have earth to ground me, I'd be reckless. And you know, fire needs earth. Fire needs to ground. You know, because fire is like, think of it. I mean, it's like, you know, it's what's the word I'm trying to think of? Like ethereal, you know, you live in like the ethers. You gotta ground, or else you're just, think of it, when fire's out of control, too much fire, well, look what happens. So, I don't know. I'm getting off on a tangent. Sorry. Let me get back to your reading. Past energy. Page of Pentacles, so more earth energy. Yes, baby. 1 second. Okay. My little Sagittarius moon daughter, you know, popping in to talk about party planning for Easter. Like, typical, you know, Sag really likes a good time. You know what's interesting though? I feel like the last several Sagittarius readings I've done have had this like heaviness to them. You know? So, I feel like you've been grounded by a situation. You know what I mean? And you're recovering. So, let's see. Let me keep pulling. Moving towards the future. Strength, Leo energy. So this is really good, okay? Whatever it is that you're healing from, you're making a lot of progress. You really, truly are. And it's like, again, not something that just happens overnight. This is like a deep healing at the roots here. 3 of Pentacles. So, you know, you can't just give up on your dreams and your plans and your ambitions. You know what I mean? You're not the type of energy that will do that. Like, even when you're going through, like, really tough circumstances, you're still gonna, like, show up. You know what I mean? And that's the energy that's pulling through. There's a lot of grounded earth energy. So it's like, yeah, you might, you know, like, you might show up. You might not be, like, your normal, cheerful, like, happy-go-lucky, you know, here for a good time, like, lighting the room up. You'll be present. You might be a little bit more somber than what you normally are. Excuse me. But you show up. You're dependable. You know, you understand, like, well, I gotta keep going. You know, situation really sucked. I mean, I feel like this is the type of situation that if you were to pause and look back on the progress you've made, perhaps maybe that'd be a nice perspective shift for you. Because it seems to me like you've done a lot here. You've already moved on from, I don't know. Let's see. Choices you're making, how are they affecting you? The Moon and the 10 of Cups. It's like you didn't always know. You didn't always know how, but your priorities were always intact. You know, your family. You want the best for your family, no matter what that looks like. It's like, I feel like, okay, so if there's like a separation of family, it's like you really tried your best. Like, you seriously did. I think that, you know, you like, it was the other party involved. Maybe this could be vice versa, but it was like the other party involved, they just were like so unwilling to play fair, perhaps. You had to, like, I can't, maybe they were like sabotaging. I don't know. That's not for everybody. You just want what's best for your family. And maybe you're like, I don't know what's best for my family right now. You know? You're just like, you know what's best for everybody involved is if you are happy and content and full and complete. You are no good to anybody else while you are depleted. You can't keep giving and giving and giving while you yourself are depleted. So, you know, oh, I like that the Strength card is showing up in that future energy though, which is kind of indicative of, I don't know, I think you need some self-love or something here. How are you being viewed by others? The Lovers, Gemini energy. So, this is somebody like you're dependable. You are, you could be like somebody's counterpart. Um, they know that they can count on you. And they know that, like with the Ten of Cups and the Lovers present, that's nice energy for like a family person, a person committed to their family, and to their spouse, and to their, to their love. But you are being viewed as dependable. Gosh, this feels heavy to me. Like, I don't know. There could be other influences in your life that are like, you're just feeling beat up in some sense, and you just want to be like dependable. You want to be grounded. You want to just show up, even though you're like, I don't know how much. You know what I mean? There's like a big void, is what I'm feeling. Like a void. And what is that void? You know what I mean? What is that void? I don't know. We're going to pull clarifiers. All right, so your hopes and your fears. Four of Pentacles, opening up. You're afraid of opening up. You're afraid of losing everything. If you know what I mean? It's like maybe you've had to rebuild from scratch. But you did. I don't know. Most Sagittarius that I know, I feel, are like real good at being like a boss. Or they're great entrepreneurs. They're like the best entrepreneurs, honestly. And I've seen so many Sagittarius energies where they lose everything and then they rebuild and they come back. I mean, they're adaptable. It's mutable energy. So, all right, your outcome. Show me, please, the outcome. Show me, please, the outcome for Sagittarius. The Three of Cups. So this is a card of celebration. Okay. Bottom of the deck's the Six of Wands. So another kind of card of celebration. So, it's like not all areas of your life are challenging or bad or anything like that. But there's something that you're healing from that's taking some time. Let's see. Okay, so current energy, we've got the Hanged Man with the Six of Swords. Also got the Hermit and the Five of Wands, kind of. This is all intertwined with each other. Seven of Cups. So there's some bad habits somewhere in here. Where are they coming from? Or is it something from your past that you're healing within yourself? An aspect of yourself that, like, I really had to overcome this. I was out of control at this point, something like that. Or maybe it was within someone else that you had to see this, You had to really see things for what they were. Things could have been uncovered and found out. And again, I'm kind of almost getting that, like, somebody else put you in kind of an uncomfortable situation that you are now healing from that's taken you some time. The King of Pentacles is here again, so more earth energy. Your focus is you know what, it's like, I've got a career. I don't have time. You keep showing up. I get that, like, entrepreneur energy. Like, you're showing up. You're bringing in abundance. You're providing. You're solid in that aspect. Like, like you're a solid person. Is somebody taking advantage of you? Or maybe somebody did in the past. And so you're like, you know, that wound is still sensitive. You're healing from it. You know, it could be something along those lines. So now you're kind of like, ooh, I'm never going to let anybody ever do me like that ever again. You know? All right, heavy on your mind, we have the King of Pentacles. So you're, the thing is like you're very aware. You know what I mean? It's not like you're like operating out of, you know, like the subconscious. Like you're aware of this. You're aware. A lot of people, you'd be surprised. Like they're just like they put a wall up and they're just like acting clueless. Like, I don't know why I'm being so reckless, but you're not doing that. You're I see integrity in your energy, at least. 10 of Cups again here twice. Okay, you're committed. You want the best. You really truly want the best for your family. And if this is you know, like we all have feminine and masculine energies within us, but if I'm talking, you know, if I'm talking to like the provider of the family, like you're doing it. You've got like strong, you know, like a strong commitment here. It could even be like, I don't know. Sometimes these are hard to do, and you're my last reading of the day. But it could be like your children even. Like you're just trying to provide for your children, and you're like, God, you're being ungrateful. You're acting like a brat. You know what I mean? Like you get everything handed to you. What is so wrong? Like that kind of an energy could be for someone, not for all. Okay, take it as it resonates. Past energy, we've got the Page of Pentacles and the King of Swords, air sign energy, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. So, yeah, I see you may have had to cut somebody off. You know, somebody younger, you've had to cut them off from their finances because they were being irresponsible. You don't want to, but they have to figure it out. You know, you can't just go around like making awful choices. Like you can't do that. You gotta put your foot down. Like, hey, I go out every day and I work my ass off and I take care of you. You know, I provide you with vehicles. I provide a roof over your head, food, everything. What are you doing? You're out partying all night. You're blowing all, you know, what money you do make. You got a crappy job. You got no focus. So sometimes you gotta cut them off. And that is truly what's best. I'm feeling that energy come through pretty strong. Like a storyline just came through pretty strong. Again, take it if it resonates. If not, let go. It's a general reading. Okay? Moving forward, strength. You got to stick to this. You have to stick to this. The Star. Yeah, you know, hope for the best. I mean, and trust in that you're doing the right thing. You got to teach them. It's kind of bad glare. The sun finally came out. But you got to teach them one way or another. You know? Otherwise what'll happen, like if I'm talking to a parent of like, you know, teenage or young adults, I mean, I feel you. It's not easy. But you got to do it. You know what I mean? Teach responsibility. All right, at the roots here, the Three of Pentacles with the Eight of Cups. You know, you've put a lot of work and effort into, well, everything. You know, there's a certain situation though. It's like, well, I can't do everything. There's one piece missing, and that's not, you know. I gotta let the baby bird go off, and you know. I can't feed the baby bird forever. You know what I mean? So there's something about like, okay, I gotta cut you off here. Could really be a new, you know, a new venture. You know, at like some level, like You've let things go as far as they can go. You really kind of got to turn your back on something. It might, and I don't feel like it's an easy thing to do at all. I don't. But it's the right thing to do. All right. The choices you're making and how they are affecting you. We've got the Moon and the Ten of Cups. So again, you're just like, I don't know if I'm making the right choice. The Eight of Wands. But you're still, like, you're speaking. It's like you're saying these things, but at the same time, you're like, you know, you could be like, almost like, it could be hurting you. You know what I mean? Like, this is painful for me to do, but I have to do it because of this. You know, how you're being viewed by others is the Lovers and the Five of Cups. So, you know, like, there's still, hey, I'm going to stick by you through the good times and the bad times type of an energy. I know this hurts right now. I know you're not, like, in a good place, but, you know, at the end of the day, you know, the situation will improve and I'm not going anywhere. Okay, so that's kind of what I'm pulling through from that. Your hopes and your fears are the Four of Pentacles. So again, I feel like you've kind of had to, you know, pinch off your finances in a sense from something. Hold on to them. And you're afraid to open that flow back up. Page of Wands could be, again, younger energy with the pages. Okay, so this is young adult energy. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I honestly, I feel like sometimes these stories are starting to feel specific. So again, if it doesn't resonate, check your other placements, okay? You know, they're general readings. I can't really, you know, it's really hard, I mean, to just, not every single Sagittarius is going to resonate. A lot are, but not all. Again, like, if you want a personal reading, I'm happy to do that. And then it'll be pinpointed directly for your energy. But this is for a lot of energies. So take it if it resonates. If it doesn't, like I said, check your other placements. So the outcome is the Three of Cups. Tower, Temperance. So, this is your energy, Sagittarius. Temperance. Okay. So, you know, you're always striving to reach, like, higher levels. You're always striving to evolve, and you do. I love Sagittarius energy. I truly feel as though it is the, and gosh, be careful saying this, but it's probably my favorite energy in the zodiac. I love it. I love being around Sagittarius energy. It's fun-loving. And even when Sag is going through some shit, they're still usually pleasant to be around. They can get a little bit, like, down on themselves, but not for long. You know, it's usually not for long. But I mean, I do see, you know, an improvement of things, but first you have to put an end to whatever this frivolous lifestyle is. You're like, nope, no longer. Done with that. We're not doing that. That's not healthy. This is all, you know, it's all going to catch up in the end. And it's like, I don't think this is what you want to do. I feel like your hand has been forced. You have no choice. You know what I mean? Because what are you doing? You're raising children. Like, and I have kids. Mine are 9 and 11. And it's really tough. I'm finding this new age. It's like they're kind of jerks. I don't want to raise asshole children. I want them to be respectful and responsible. So, I mean, I can imagine, like, as I'm older and I'm working my ass off and I've, you know, taken all this time to, like, build. If it's a child, it might not even be a child. It could be like someone your age that just acts like a child, a business partner, a friend, you know, something like that. A lover even. Could be, absolutely. You know what I mean? There's somebody in your life, though, that's really weighing on you, weighing you down, and I firmly believe taking advantage of you. And you 100% have to put your foot down and say, I'm done with this. Eventually shit's going to hit the fan anyways, so you might as well be the one in charge of it, rather than waiting until, you know, you're getting a phone call at 4 in the morning that you don't want to be getting, type of a thing, right? You know, I don't want to put bad energy out there like that, but it's just kind of the truth. You know what I mean? I don't know. Sag, you're doing the right thing. I'll just say that. All right, let me please get one final card to wrap this reading up for Sagittarius. One final message, please, for Sagittarius. One final message for Sagittarius. Crown Games, right use of power, number 8, which is that Leo energy. See the infinity symbol there, and you see it again here, okay? So, it's tying in together. This is tying into this strength card, which we also pulled the star with, which is, I think, gorgeous energy of, you know what, I'm doing the right thing. Doing the right thing. Let me read this. Okay. Crown Games. Leadership, responsibility, accountability, right use of power. There is a game of power played by all people, whether they're conscious of it or not. It concerns who has it and who doesn't, how to get more of it, and how not to lose that which you have, how to wield it wisely and not to get drunk with it and cause harm. These are the matters you need to ponder now that you find yourself in the crown game too. You want to be on top, the best, the most effective, the most beloved. You may discover that your deep desire to help others is disguising the underpinnings of this complex game. Power, and all it entails, can be both dangerous and productive, destructive and redemptive. Which will it be for you? Can you forgive without condoning and keep your dignity when challenged? Will you be accountable, amendable, or change? Will you be accountable, amendable, or change or making amends? Oh my gosh, why does that not make sense to me? Will you be accountable, amendable to change, or making amends? Sorry, I don't have my glasses on. Can you let go of your need to rescue others? Lead with humility while letting others discover their way home. Now you're learning that empowerment comes with a price and a sacrifice for sovereignty. This is a time to pick your battles, use strategy, and temper your reactions. You have the power to make a beautiful difference on behalf of others. Can you see power as a currency that you must spend judiciously? True power is stewarded wisely, for it is given from the divine, not from the ego. In all your relations, the great beauty is when power is shared. If you are in a higher position, it is even more important to be kind and respectful. Ask for guidance. It will come when you choose compassion over your own goals and desires. When you stop caring about who wears the crown, true success and influence appear for you. Okay, interesting. Interesting. All right, well, you know what? I'm going to leave it at that. I hope that you got the message that you needed to receive from this reading. And wishing you all the best.